cayenne, variety of the rootstock, name of the village or grove. Samples are taken to a plant pathology diagnostic lab at the Citrus Growers Association compound located at Mile 9 on the Stann Creek Valley Road for scientific testing. OIRSA funding also includes the procurement of proper diagnostic laboratory equipment and consumables used in HLB testing. The field staffers are usually accurate when submitting samples because the disease has notable features. Although this is the only lab used for testing for the entire country, the fact is that it gets the job done. And also, while it may seem like a grande project that would require more sophistication than what was shown a little while ago, Mr. Denzel Jenkins, chairman of Citrus Research and Educational Institute, CRI, noted that Belize is actually way ahead of the game in the fight against this cause, considering our small population and limited resources compared to our neighboring countries.
We have people from other Central American countries who come here to be trained in the matter of identifying and diagnosing for the disease of greening.
The team of field staffers monitoring and seeking infected citrus plants also have a high percentage of accuracy in the identification of sick plants within community homegrown backyards. On the day our cameras were traveling alongside, they revisited 2 backyards in Dangriga town to destroy citrus trees that were found out to be positive infections. After briefly educating the occupier of the home or backyard, the tree is removed. Glyphosate herbicide is poured into the remaining stump to avoid any potential regrowth of the tree. Aside from the removal of greening trees, the team also supplies backyard and business owners with replacement citrus trees as part of a certification program that aims to produce and replace destroyed trees with new ones. Mr. Jenkins spoke more on that matter.
Because of the presence of greening, the disease is spread by an insect, and we need to ensure that we have a certification program for producing plants that are free of disease, so that when we have a replanting of groves that are going to be adversely affected by this disease, we'll be putting out there disease-free plants.
The citrus industry is very important to Belize's economy. It is the #1 foreign exchange earner for agribusiness, and the figures have conclusively shown that we are a citrus-dependent country. Mr. Byron Bowman, chairman of the Citrus Growers Association, spoke on the impact that this disease has brought to the association's gates, the citrus farmers, and to the industry on a whole.
It is very, very worrisome to the industry, and it's something we need to take very, very seriously. You've heard of other diseases, tristeza, coming in some years ago, and the impact has been minimal. We must not let those diseases be confused with this one. The indications we have seen within the last year of this disease and the reports we've had out of Florida and Brazil are dead on target. It is a serious disease. What impact will it have? We're way ahead of the game in that Florida and Brazil have had it for, say, better than 5 years. So when they first started, they had to do experiments. We're picking up from their experiments, learning from what they had, so we're hoping to be able to be ahead of the game.
OIRSA has established and maintained program activities that are being implemented countrywide. A second brigade, headed by a technician provided by Baja, is responsible for the northern zone. Mr. Francis Gutierrez from Baja sees this as a joint effort.
Our officers were involved all the way from the beginning with the surveillance activities, in planning it, in setting it up and executing. We are also involved with some diagnostic capacity together with industry. And now, with the situation at hand, our officers are out there.
The facts as we know them is that this is a one-year project funded by OIRSA, Belize and Mexico. OIRSA country representative mentioned how the funds were procured and its ultimate objective.
Since the industry is so big that it has a lot of money invested in it, so we want to protect the citrus industry of our own countries. So Mexico did help us with this funding that we are having to control this citrus greening in Belize. Then the rest of the other Central American countries got on the ship so as to do the monitoring and surveillance of this disease in their country. So presently they have detected it in Guatemala, in Honduras, and lately in Nicaragua, but it is in small amounts trees that are infected. But in Belize we have it countrywide. So with this project we are cutting and eliminating the infected trees. We're doing surveillance, we're doing public awareness. We want to make everybody know that this disease is here and that we have to work with it. We have to try to eliminate this disease. So the interest of ORISA is to keep this disease under control, under a manageable level, so that it doesn't cause the damage that it has done in other countries.
Through a sustained and systematic approach, local citrus farmers are being educated along with the general public on the ongoing HLB strategy and control efforts. Much more can be done, but the numbers so far has shown significant progress.
We've already conducted a number of workshops on the disease, but those will be continuing, and our recommendations are really to scout and look for symptoms of the disease. We are just working on putting up a new website which will have indications of what to look for and what the disease looks like, and in addition we can have staff that go out and help people train into what to look for the symptoms. So once you find a symptomatic tree, to remove it. If you are planting new trees, the important thing is to make sure you obtain trees from certified and screened nurseries. Now at the moment there aren't any of that type of nursery available in Belize. But I think the Minister also mentioned that he had signed an SI a few months ago, and in the SI has provision that all plants being sold in Belize will need to be sold from a screened nursery from the 1st of February this year.
It is hoped that the project will assist farmers to independently control the disease in the near future. A healthy collaborative effort will also determine the sustainability of the project.
The problem that we have with greening is a very serious one. But we are very pleased that we were able, because of a competence within the CJ CRI, to have identified the disease at its very early stage, and the competence to continue the program for controlling of the disease.
The Citrus Growers Association is recommending that you contact their office if you suspect the presence of this disease in any of your citrus plants, and that you should buy citrus plants only from certified nurseries or from someone who has a permit to sell them. For more information, you can also contact the Belize Agricultural Health Authority, International Regional Organization for Plants and Animal Health, the Citrus Research and Educational Institute at the Citrus Growers Association of Belize on the Stann Creek Valley Road, or the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries.